Hey guys, this is Daddy Hydro. I am going to do a quick breakdown on how we're going to manipulate the immutable ZK blockchain using our MetaMask wallet. Um, so without any further ado, I'll just launch in. So the first thing that you need to do um, to use this blockchain in MetaMask is to add the network to your MetaMask wallet. There are a variety of ways to do this, but my personal favorite is to use chainlist.org and to look up the network I need. Now, with immutable ZK it doesn't quite work that easily yet, but you are still able to add. Oh, they did add it finally. Alright, so even easier. Go to chainlist.org, you type in immutable, add to MetaMask, and it will switch to the network for you. I'm glad they finally added that, and you don't have to do it manually. Now, you've got the immutable ZK blockchain, and you have been doing your raids, and Hulu has hooked you up with all these gems, but they're on immutable, and they're in your MetaMask and not your Passport wallet. So what are we going to do to be able to manipulate that currency? In this case, what we're going to do is we're going to head on over to the Immutable Explorer, as you can see here, and we're going to find that BitGem contract so that we can add it into our wallet. Now, obviously I did the hard searching and stuff, but once you get on the explorer.immutable.com, you are able to do some searches and find things like this token contract. Now, as you can see, I copied that to my clipboard, and I am going to hop on over here to import a token. All you have to do is add the contract address, hit next, and everything will come up, and then you hit next again and import the token. Now, if you have BitGem in your wallet, you will be able to see them and manipulate them and move them back and forth. But you need a little bit, just the tiniest bit, of gas when you're using your MetaMask wallet to make transactions on immutable ZK. So that's pretty much the long and short of how you're going to manipulate your gems. As you noticed, I didn't really have anything in there, but that's going to change obviously as the game matures on this blockchain. Now, you can handle the marketplace stuff and the wallet stuff however you like. When it comes to me, I have to put things kind of in an organized way where my brain knows where to look for stuff and I can get there quickly. So with that in mind, right, I have all these shortcuts that I keep on my desktop or whatever, and that way I can kind of manipulate what's going on with my own wallet. Now, as I said, you'll need just a little bit of IMX for gas. Like 0.2 is probably plenty to keep in your MetaMask wallet, and that will allow you to send tokens back and forth. The other thing that I wanted to touch on while I have this video up is I've noticed a lot of people having issues getting their assets back and forth from immutable to Polygon or whatever, right? It's been difficult for people to swap chains. There's actually an easy way about that, but you have to go to the immutable toolkit to be able to manipulate things. Now, normally I would do all the transactions and kind of show you how it works, but it costs a good bit to do it. So I try and only do it when it's worthwhile. So with that in mind, what I wanted to show you guys is in this immutable toolkit are all the ways that you can manipulate your immutable assets. I think it's important that people know how to get here and what all these various things do. Now, I don't believe that I have my VPN on, but I can still show you guys kind of what I'm talking about. I personally have been using layer swap to bridge assets around. It is smooth, very easy to use, but you kind of got to know the process. So let's assume that I want to get, let's say I want to get my assets directly from immutable to Polygon. In that case, you want to make sure that you have immutable ETH and that you are willing to swap it to Polygon ETH. You have your, it's very simple, but one thing that is not obvious is that this right here, this little transfer via, you want to do deposit address almost all the time, because if it's coming from your Passport wallet, then you are unable to link it and make a direct transaction. That's not how that wallet works. So that's why you have to do a send transaction after you prepare what it is that you're sending. So for example, let me show you. So I'm going to go immutable to Polygon, um, 0.01, right? Like, it's even going to tell me how much that is. I'm going to tell it where I want it to go, which is, it would be my main wallet in this case, and I select deposit address. Now it says swap now, but what it does is it gives me a deposit address when I click swap now and next, and then I go here to transfer tokens, right? Log into my Passport, and then send the currency from here to the address that they gave me. That will swap my assets from one chain to another. On average, it costs about $2 a transaction, which isn't too bad, really, per bridge. It depends. If you're putting it on Ethereum, obviously it's going to cost a lot more, but any other network is pretty well reduced. But I very much wanted to take a moment and kind of lay that out so that we have a basic framework for how to manipulate our wallets on immutable ZK EVM. And again, this is Daddy Hydra from Subcanis, and I appreciate you watching my video.